guys, welcome back. Unless this is your first time here, I'm the Northwest Fisherman Chris, and today we're obviously going to be cracking open the December, wow, this year has flown by, the December 6 sack from 6 cents. And I noticed when I cut open the box, they changed the design of the sack, because it used to just be, we'll have one later in here. Yeah, right here. So it used to just be this, but they changed it to this. This is really, really cool. And if you've never gotten a 6 sack before, or you haven't really bought a shipment from 6 cents, so they send all of your stuff packed in these velvet bags. And these bags are great. You can use them for all kinds of things. I use them for a lot of miscellaneous things and just other stuff I have around the house because I have a whole bunch of these bags. Anyway, let's get this box out of the way. So this month I'm pretty excited to see what they got going in here for us. Alright, let's do hard baits first. There's something chunky in here. Oh, I think I know what that is. We'll save it for last. Okay, so first up we have a Quake 70 slow sink. The color on this guy here is going to be that Delta Craw. I actually really like the Quake series. They're just nice, full-size, lipless. I mean, everybody makes a lipless, and you can't really build a bad lipless. Did that light help? Yeah, that light looks like it helped a little bit. Alright, let's do it without the light. So this is a darker blood red on the back here, fading down into more of a candy red down the sides and into the belly. You'll notice the black vertical craw pattern on it, and I don't know how well the camera's going to pick this up, but there's like little white speckles on it. This is going to be an awesome bait. And of course it's topped off with these oversized EWG style treble hooks. These are awesome black nickel hooks, and they're super, super sharp. The Quake 70, it's just, I know everybody makes a lipless, and it's kind of hard to screw up making a lipless, but a lot of companies, I feel, miss the mark on their lipless because they don't have the hardware to go with it and to back it up, and this thing has the hardware to back it up. These giant oversized hooks just keep the bass pinned. They're just great. Let's give this thing a listen to, see what it sounds like. Nice heavy rattle. Then you got the subtle little rattles behind it. And with it being a slow sink, that's going to be nice. Because I do like the suspending ones, but in cold temperatures like this, the suspending lipless, they float. I mean, everything's floating in super cold, or everything that suspends in super cold water, like we have right now in winter, turns into a slow float bait. So your slow sinks, those are truly suspending when our water temps get below like 38, 40 degrees in that area. But this is definitely a bait that I'm definitely going to use. I really like the Quake series. I think all of my lipless now are either Quake, and if they're not Quakes, they're the original rattle traps, because those they're still really good lipless. I just upgrade the hardware on them, upgrade the split rings, and then I upgrade the treble hooks onto EWG style. Let's grab another hard bait here. Oh, okay, sweet. Curve 55. This is a fantastic bait. 3/8 of an ounce, dives 5 to 9 feet. Realistically, it dives like 6, depending on your line. And 6 is the good number to say that the curve dives to. Sometimes you can get to 7, 8, depending if you've got light line. The color on this guy here is Ozark Craw. I really like the curve because it's this nice small, it's a smaller profile bait. You still get the EWG style treble hooks on it, and it still dives. this is an amazing medium diver, and they dive quick. They're consistent. They don't have a huge wobble on them, but they've got that like nice in between wobble, even though it's got a fat body. It's just fantastic. Getting a better look at this color here, you've got a pearlescent blue going to a darker green on the back, going to a kind of, I'd say that's like a khaki with an orange tail right there on the end. Then down to the sides, all of those colors continue on. You get your craw pattern right there, and then finishing with that kind of khaki colored pearl belly all the way back to that orange tip. This is a great bait. I throw the Curve 55 quite a bit, and I really like baits that are in this depth profile and the size profile. Especially out here in the Northwest, I really feel like you can catch them on the big full-size divers. I'm not going to say that you can't. I'm just saying that I feel like I catch more on this size of a profile. I've kind of come up with a rule of thumb for baits. Basically, you have to be over about 1.5 inches, but under about 4.5 inches. So if it's longer than a Vision 110, I find that I don't have a tremendous amount of luck with it unless it's like a big swim bait. But regular hard baits like this, if you stay under that 110 millimeters or that 4.5 inches, it's perfect. Plus, the shallower you are, I feel downsizing the bait profile, it becomes a little bit more important. Alright, let's see what we got next. We got another hard bait. Crush 50X. This guy is a square bill. He dives 2 to 5 feet, so realistic probably about 3.5 feet for most setups. It's 3/8 of an ounce, and oh, come on. The color on this is Wild Shad. This is another really, really good color here. So, jumping right into it, you've got kind of a snake diamond pattern on the back. It's kind of like I would say it's like a light olive green. Okay. Then you get into the pearl and the white on the sides. You've got that wonderful yellow lateral line going to the belly. It finishes out in that nice pearl with a little peach spot right there by that front hook. One nice thing to note about this is the texture on it. So because this is a gloss bait with that texture on the sides, what do I want to call that? It's like it's kind of like little diamonds. They help spread the light so you can catch that shine from different angles. Let's see if we can pick that up with the light. The light kind of just drowns it out. But it is a gloss bait, but due to the texture of it, it breaks up that shine, so it's a little bit closer to a satin, but you catch light off of different angles, which is nice. Let's go ahead and give this guy a listen to. Nice light rattle. Very, very, very Crush 50. It's a great square bill. I love throwing this up on like rocky banks and just bounce it off the rocks. It works phenomenally. Largemouth, smallmouth. If you can get this thing to just bash around on cover or bash around on anything, it's great. And I have not been able to break one of these bills off yet. And I throw these on rocks. I mean, I've cracked a couple bodies because I'll like miscast and I'll flip up right onto a rock or something like that. But these are tough. These are really, really tough, stout little baits. Of course, it's finished off with those EWG style treble hooks. Just like everything else, 6 cents. I love these hooks. And they are like your regular baits. If you have a bait that you really, really love, upgrade the hooks. Like, just do it. Like, I have a pack right here. These Mustad Ultra Points. These are fantastic hooks. I think I got all 11 of these for like $7. at my local tackle store. Absolutely fantastic. Alright, okay. So let's go just grab these last two things because it feels like we only got one chunky item and then two little things. Okay, so first up we have drop shot hooks. Kind of no surprise that our bait is going to be a drop shot style bait. Let's go ahead and get one of these little hooks out. And with these, it's not really like a practice pack or anything like that. You get 5 hooks in here. Okay, your 5 hooks should last you longer than your whole entire pack of bait. Okay, set that down. Nice drop shot hook, kind of a lighter wire little guy there. The size on this is a number 1, which is perfect for most of your normal drop shot techniques. You're obviously going to want to step up if you go to like a power shot or something like that. This new bait here, the Shindig 3.2, I haven't actually seen this. This must be new. And this is, of course, our exclusive color this month. So let's get one of these guys out and see what it is. Oop, get back in there. Okay, so our exclusive color here, let's see if a little bit of light's going to help us with this. I really need to get this lighting situation figured out. Okay, our light really didn't help us any. So this is interesting. So it's got little flappers back here. Okay. 2 little bitty flappers. It's a semi-transparent bait. It's kind of like it's like a skin color, I don't want to say peach because it's not that bright, but it's like a muted peach or like a dirty peach with red flake in it. But these little flappers back here, they have little bitty ends on it, so these will kick in the water. Which, on a drop shot, this is going to be absolutely fantastic. So you can fish it just slightly faster than you would normally fish something. Just like that. Kind of like nose hook it, and then let her go. I don't know if I would want to rig that horizontally or if I want to rig that vertically. Just flip that around, 180 it. Just like that. Nice little treat. I like that. I'm going to actually start drop shotting more often. I'll admit there are some techniques that I don't fish a lot, and drop shot is definitely one of them. I have a lot of drop shotable baits, and I know it's a killer technique. It's kind of like the Ned rig. It doesn't speak volumes to me. Because usually when I'm in a situation where I'm like, oh, I should throw a Ned rig, I'm going to throw a jerk bait. Or I'm going to throw a variety of other things. Drop shot's definitely something that I need to throw more often. But yeah, no, that's killer. It's gonna be a really great bait. I wonder if this is out yet. I don't think it is, because I don't remember seeing this on Black Friday. Alright, our last one. Ah, it's a trace. I knew it was a trace. Fast sinking and 4K bluegill. This right here is probably my favorite 6-inch trace. Right here. In this color, fast sinking. It's a fantastic color. It's your traditional bluegill color. So you've got that deeper emerald back going into a lighter green sides. It's got your vertical stripes. You got your pink lateral line. You got kind of that, it's almost a bone colored belly. And then of course you get up here into that orange little flaps. You got a little blue on that gill plate. And of course that tail. Okay, so the trace, I will completely admit, I throw the trace more than I throw any other jointed swim bait or any other big bait. It just, once you get used to playing with it and getting it to do things, you can do a lot with this. Yeah, it'll do the normal swim. It looks fantastic just swimming through the water. But when you pop it and it does a 180, and then you go back to fishing, and it just curves back around. It takes this big, wide wander pattern back around. There are so many little things that you can go into this bait with, and it's got a lot of angle on it. Actually, I think this one has more angle than majority of my other ones. I wonder if they changed the design on this slightly. But now that I have 2 of these in this color, I can work on possibly modifying it so I get more. But, of course, it's got EWG style treble hooks on it. It's got heavy hardware. It's a fast sink. I fished this year long around cover. I fish it around absolutely everything. It does break my heart when I lose one every once in a while. But traditionally speaking, I'm running super heavy lines, so I don't lose them that often. It's such a good bait. The Trace 6-inch and the 5-inch. I really, really love the 5-inch. My only complaint about the 5-inch, and I think I have one. No, I don't have another 5-inch laying in here. The rest of my gear's packed up right now. Is it has a hard tail versus the nice soft tail. Because this tail, it just has so much action in it. And it just completes the whole package. Plus, the really nice thing about it is it comes with another tail. Okay? And you just slide this tail out. It's fairly easy. Fairly easy. So you take your tail out when it gets ripped off or whatever. When they get ripped off, I will say that these are kind of a pain. Just got that little groove track right there. And you just take that new tail. And these tails are fairly tough. And you just pull that tail down in there. Just like that. And you're good to go. All ready to go terrorize again. Yeah. I've got the Trace in several different colors, but the Bone and this 4K Bluegill, they're my 2 favorite colors. Yeah, so that's the set, guys. That's everything. So we got 3 hard baits, we got a nice swim bait, and we got a drop shot set up. With that being the exclusive color, and I'm very sure that this isn't out yet. So the only way that you can get these exclusive colors like this are in the 6-sack, and the only way that you get baits early like this is in the 6-sack. I got my panoramas, which fish amazingly, by the way. I ordered the crappie ones. I got those 2-3 months before they were out, which was great. But yeah, this is the December sack. It might not look like a lot, but considering this thing is, I think it's $36, $39 or $35.99, something like that. The Trace by itself, I think is like, I want to say the Trace is $50. No, it's not that much. Maybe $25 to $50, maybe $30, somewhere in there. And then each one of these is like $8 to $10. They're fantastic. Then you get the exclusive stuff. It's just worth it, guys. This is a great bag. This is probably, like, long-term wise, this has been my consistently, like, I'm always pretty happy with what comes in here. Like, I can't even be mad about it. Especially, like, how could I be mad about getting a duplicate of a bait that I bought myself and I use all of the time? This is a fantastic bait. But, yeah, guys, that's it. It's December. You know, happy holidays. You're going to have a happy new year, I hope. Stay safe out there. Just stay so safe with the cold water, the temperatures, just the state of the world. Yeah, just take care, guys, and keep your heads on a swivel and stay shiny side up. See ya.